probably one of the last live streams with this painting, because this is now 40 hours in, and I assume that there will be a few more live streams with this one, and then it will be a new piece. So yeah, I'm gonna play the chat now. Yeah, the picture is good. Let's wait for the people. Make the light in the curtains a little bit more. Let me see if that is better. Yeah, I think it's better. You. Yeah, Chris is here. Just chilling. Well, let me see, what do we have here? The ornaments, the background is pretty much okay. To light it up this a little bit. Shadow effect is not bad at all, but here we go. Hey Daniel, hello. You're one of the first people apart from Chris here. And Eric is in the chat as well. Hello, hello. Here we go again. Painting at its finest. Yeah. Thank
Welcome
you.
back, Daniel. You've been here quite a few streams.
Yeah, both Daniel and Eric have been here quite a few times, so thank you for being here. There we go. Flip this. Wet wipes. Oh, that is sick. Well, thank you very much. Well guys, feel free to ask questions and engage in the chat. Diaries.net. I'll pin this one. Yeah, we launched our website. So far there is just one product, the limited edition prints for Valkyrie, the First Blood Valkyrie painting. But
There's also an aggregate of for social media like Instagram.
yeah, it's just both the website and
things are going to be launched gradually.
yeah, that's true.
Welcome back, Maya. Today you're just going to hyper focus on the details, yes?
Yeah, I'm just gonna play a little bit with it. Sure.
Are you kind of building up to one like hyper realistic piece that will take like 100+ hours, or?
maybe at some point, like, as I said, understanding how it's done is one thing, but the patience and the precision and skill and all the right materials and brushes, and it's a little bit of a build-up process. So my goal is to, I don't want to do hyper-realistic, just the picture-like thing. I want to have a fantasy element, mythology, a little bit of avant-garde to it, but the level of details of having it close to hyper-realism, yeah, sure, that's the goal to work on it, you know what I mean? So, well, share what you think about that. Do you like hyper-realism, or you are more into the traditional kind of art, and or maybe you like abstract art? Just feel free to share more about it.
Heather Ray's back.
Hi Heather, good to see you.
I dyed my hair red again today. It was brown faded red, so I'm feeling all fresh again now. Yay.
I understand, as a girl, I understand how it feels, so yeah, good for you.
I tried to draw a crow recently, couldn't be asked, gave up straight away. I don't know how you do it.
Well, you gotta start looking at it, everything you draw or paint is a shape. You need to stop looking at it as the crow, or it is a crow, and because sometimes if you try to paint from how you perceive a crow or something, it's not as accurate, even for great artists, when they just do a shape of something without looking at the reference, at the actual shape. Unless you really work on it for a lot and you sketch or paint a lot of different shapes, sometimes it can get distorted, just coming right of your personal perception. That's why you can use the reference and just completely let go the process and try to figure out how to just take what you have there and make this similar shape. And keep it flexible. It might not be perfectly same shape, however, it might be, it will give the same vibe, right? Rather than when you try to stick strictly to it, and then it just doesn't make sense, because there are some distortions between the proportions. Everything has a proportion that creates a certain look. So I don't know if that explains it a little bit, but
He is also trying to paint the crow, and that's much more difficult than painting red.
I mean, birds generally are not necessarily the easiest thing to draw or
Maybe I was
paint.
joking because they're almost
don't get jokes these days right now, so gotta forgive me for that, guys.
Heather says, great to see you. What's your name?
My name is Diana.
I already answered in the thing, but I'll also send it out.
Yeah, I forget to say that sometimes, but yeah, my actual name is Diana.
I usually work with a rainbow palette a lot.
Yeah, I pick the colors that I need. We would in art school, yeah, that's what they would make us to do, and that's how it's academically correct. But when you do your own work, you kind of can do pretty much whatever you want. So I just figured out that it's easier for me to have selected color palette.
How much are you selling your pictures?
There are different prices for the original paintings. There are also prints and some more stuff coming up gradually in the website. If you want to check the website, you can just go to the bottom right corner of the stream, like of your screen, and click on the shopping back icon, and then you will be able to go to the website.
What is your first language?
My first language actually was Russian, because of my mom is Russian speaking, and I was born and raised in Georgia, but first was Russian, because that's the common language we would speak at home, and then they put me in the Georgian kindergarten and school, and this is where I learned Georgian, and then English is also. I studied English myself when I was during the pandemic period. I knew a little bit, but not really enough to communicate properly. Hello, hello. Hi to new folks as well. Appreciate you. And more believe.
Joe asks, y'all's married?
Yep, I'm married. Well, do you have your microphone, babe?
Yes.
Okay, so you can hear my husband too.
And to the person who asked about buying pieces and stuff,
Yeah,
I'm
I can
putting
just
the email on screen now, so you can just
pin it.
do a screen grab of it. prints that are already for sale is on redheaddiaries.net, but for originals, originals and commissions and special inquiries and that kind of stuff, diana.redheaddiaries@gmail.com.
Yep. It's all true.
How many years married, Heather asked. I've been married with my man for 4 years.
Yeah, same. More than
Really?
4.
I thought it was 4 months.
Yes, baby.
She's absolutely gorgeous, you're lucky. Well, thank you, yes, I consider myself lucky. We have a very good solid.
Yeah, we both are quite lucky. We really find ourselves to be.
What's your favorite thing to paint?
I like portraits, I like animals, so landscapes. I haven't done it in a long time, like on a bigger scale, but at some point, looking forward to do that as well. But more than anything, I think of portraits, and more like right now it's the warrior theme, and I like the mix with a little fantasy, like not hyper realistic colors or anything like that, as you can see.
Oh, this is your warrior series where you're allowing yourself to do lots of different things.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Time flies when you're having fun. I'm assuming that's a referral to my saying, oh, did we mean 4 months ago?
No, that's true.
God bless, guys. Thanks for sharing your lives. Appreciate it too. You're
God bless us.
lots of
always.
positive, good people here in the chat always. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your support.
What's your favorite expression on the portrait?
Oh, that's a good question. Favorite expression? I would say I like a very deep look in the eyes, like a striking eyes that capture different spectrum of emotions, more like a cold expression. But I like more like flat mimics as well. I just haven't done it yet. Like you can see, all of them have very still face, but I'm looking forward to make a little more diversity when it comes to that.
I love how your husband is so supportive. Is he a creative as well?
Well, you can respond to that question too.
I can respond. I'm much more of the one who facilitates everything. I run the entire back end. I take care of all the planning. I make sure that everything is taken care of, on other aspects. I was a proximity wingsuit base jumper for a very long time, and now transitioning into boxing with Diana, but focus more and more on facilitating Diana so she can do her art, because she has so many talents and stuff. The problem with a lot of artists is that they have the artistic talent, but they don't have the business sense and all that kind of stuff. That's why a lot of artists suffer. So
that's exactly true.
I help her with. I mean, right now I'm sponsoring most of the things, and we're gradually building up our art career and that kind of stuff. But it's very much a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, we both have our incomes remotely. We can focus on those things what we're doing, so it's not like we need to attend 9 to 5 jobs currently. And not disrespecting anyone, just saying that that's how we build up things so far.
Well, we also made a lot of very conscious sacrifices. We don't buy anything fancy. We don't.
Yeah.
have an expensive rent. If you manage to get your rent between 10 and 15% of your income paid, then all of a sudden the possibility to save and do other things that are much more long-term focused is considerably easier.
Yeah.
And when things inflate in income, we don't inflate in lifestyle. So we're very cautious about lifestyle inflation. So
Yeah, one step at a time, everything's planned, and trying to stick to it.
I hope that explains a little bit more about yeah. That'd be great to have cheaper rent. I pay 880 Australian dollars a fortnight. Yeah, so you're paying almost 1,700 or over 1,720 a month or per 28 days, which is nuts.
Yeah. Well, one Australian friend was asking about the cost in Vietnam, and well, he would pay same or even a little bit more. What we pay here in the months, he would pay in a week, and that's like a cheap end. Like he's not like having the great apartment or anything. When I told him about that, he was like, started really considering trying to explore Vietnam as an option.
Hello, Indonesia. You kind of got to be willing to move away from not the biggest, most bustling cities and find something a little bit more on the outskirts, maybe. And
Yeah, I agree.
do you have any kids? No, no kids.
Not currently.
The Raven is looking great. Yeah, I'm happy that it's starting to pop a little bit more.
You like the colors like this, yeah?
Well,
That's
I mean,
like
the
because
thing
it has
is,
to be keep staying. He needs to be black still, but I'm trying to add a lot of more blues and like highlights.
well, I think you can do the feathering quite light. Like you can have one focal point of light on
What?
the feathering.
That's what I'm trying to do here.
The Raven's looking great. Other says, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, thank you.
I think your art style teaches me to be more patient and give every canva more time and care.
I appreciate you saying that because I sometimes struggle with that too. It's just quite an experience and just understanding where it's going. When you have that experience and understanding, that's just easier to see it. But I struggle with that sometimes, like everyone else. Like with this camera, for example, like I'm a little bit like, oh, when it's gonna be done? Not because I don't like it. I like working on it, but at the same time, I'm having the urge to start something new as well, right? And that's completely normal, I think. It's not about what you feel, it's about how you address it and how you deal with it.
Stunningly beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful, and so talented from Natalia Grace.
Thank you, Natalia. I'm glad that there are more ladies coming in too. Majority of my audience always been male, but now I see more ladies, and I think that's great. I want this space to be comfortable and welcoming to everyone.
What age when you decided to do art as a career?
Now, I guess, finally I'm at the stage that I'm trying to develop it as at least part of my career. Uh, I don't know if you would guess, but at the same time, I'm preparing to debut professionally in the boxing, do a pro boxing debut this year at the same time. So it's like I failed a little bit at live streaming boxing, which I used to do way more. But at the same time, I'm training with very um, more precision and high level crew, and I can't record all of it. Like I can't just run around with camera. But this week I'll do 2 boxing live streams. One will be the Saturday sparrings. I decided to go back to say old sparring crew because they're closer to my size and I actually can um, put a little work when it comes to the sparring sessions. The rest of the work I'm doing with the pro group I'm training with. And I have like 2 or 3 rest days, and one of them is in the middle of the week. And Thursdays I'm thinking just to do like a live stream on the heavy bag technique and just show you, and like I used to do before, do like a commentary and explanation what I would do. So yeah, that's the plan essentially.
What's your favorite color to wear?
Say what?
I was just about to say, she's probably gonna say black. I only have black t-shirts.
Well, it fits with everything. Even if you just create like a contrast colors, I think it's just great to, yeah, greatly fits pretty much everything.
I love purple, turquoise, and green.
Green is beautiful. Turquoise too. Purple, I like purple in the paintings, but not really on me. Like, never really fit.
I've been getting to like a really dark, heavy grays lately.
In your gothic era? That was very Gen Z, right?
How is dark, like British racing green, anything to do with Gothic?
You mean like, okay, that color. I just saw dark, like a black and dark.
No, just darker, like greens.
Like a military style.
There's a color called specific British
Really?
racing green. It's very nice. You see a lot of old, like, new Range Rovers in the deep green colors.
Oh, okay, got it.
Syed's Lexus was green. You remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
That type of green. Francesco D'Angelo, welcome back. Peter Edwards, welcome back. Nice to see you in the
Hey,
chat.
welcome back. No?
Do you think one or two more live sessions left in this one, baby, and then
I
we move
think,
on?
yeah, pretty much, yeah. It already has a character, already has the main details going on, just trying to make it more perfect. That's where a lot of artists get stuck, and I'm not. I'd rather start a new piece and just make it even better. You know what I mean? Like I said that before too. So.
Do you usually listen to music while you paint?
I'm okay with both. Like in my art school, we would listen to a lot of Pink Floyd, Deep Purple, like our, yeah, some of the good bands and songs that were introduced during that time by my art teachers, and like they would play it in the old, how you called it, like not stereo or something. Like he had like the cassette where you put the cassette in, and he would use that old thing to play, and the sound was really, really, really great. But I'm okay with doing it complete silence, honestly. Same with the training, like a lot of people need to listen to some rhythmic music in boxing. I can train in silence as much as with the music.
So when we're live streaming, like copyright issues and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's another reason, obviously. But I'm generally okay to. As I said, some people struggle. I really don't like to need so.
Demon Mascheroni, welcome back. My life lives your art. Awesome, I love it also. Peter Edders is like, are you talking about Walkman, a record player? What were you specifically talking to?
Well, I don't even know how it's called in English. It's just it's like a big box. So it was something very authentic because I remember he would tell us that this makes it sound great or something, and it was like he would put the cassette of it.
Regular old plane.
It didn't look regular too. Like that's why maybe it was like older version of the.
Okay.
Because we used to have. I remember when I was little, we still had a cassette player, but we had like a modern one. And he had like a very dusty, I think like very old, old one or something. I was boxing today. Didn't do boxing training yet. I have it at 6 p.m. today with the pro guys.
Are you planning to sell that specific painting?
Yes,
It is going to be sold. It's either going to be sold here on the stream or it's coming up in an auction. Piece like this, she's now put over 40 hours into it. So this is going north of $5,000 no matter what. It'll be the starting price at an auction.
Yeah.
5, 6, 7,000, somewhere around that. If you're genuinely interested, send us an email.
Yeah. Contact email is the YouTube channel.
I'm putting it on the screen also in the chat. You can just screen grab that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that as well.
Disgusting Clown says, masterpiece, I'm proud.
Thank you very much. No, it's always good to hear from someone when someone is proud. A compliment is great, but don't you think, guys, that's something that we always like to hear from our parents, from some of our friends, someone that we like or respect, from our audience, and there's definitely something special about those words, being proud.
EMPK is back. Welcome back, buddy. How are you? I'm doing well.
Welcome back.
Sluggish today, but it's okay.
Me too, I can relate. Very sluggish.
And to answer your question for real, yes, the paintings are for sale. send us an email and we can discuss the price, or we'll let you know in the stream when there's gonna be auctions and stuff. But we prefer to sell to fans from the channel, because this is where we're creating everything. And it makes it so that we feel connected to the people that are buying it and all that kind of stuff, so.
Absolutely.
Heather says, I'm so glad I came across your channel. Well, lovely to have you here, Heather.
Yeah, thank you very much, Heather.
A beautiful woman that creates beauty. Please, someone donate her some clothes.
I would look at you in the Southeast Asia at this time of the year.
I like the wax stamp, that was awesome. Yeah, anyone that buys prints or originals, we're gonna get signed documents and all that kind of stuff. With wax imprints and flowers with people and stuff.
Yep.
Do you always do medieval theme for your painting, or it varies?
It varies. It's just a few paintings right now. One of them is actually MMA fighter, Paul Reed, like down there, the one that I'm covering right now. I'll show you right now quickly.
I'll just answer very quickly.
Yeah.
Also, it's like, this is part of her 10 warrior series. Which is going to be different warrior culture with different types of style. I mean, this was now a Valkyrie and a Berserker. First Blood and the Berserker. It's two Viking paintings you can see. And then she did one for Paul Reed underneath. That she did a collaboration with and stuff. That's not for sale actually, that's already spoken for.
Yeah.
And this is one of her styles now. So if you see the Valkyrie, First Blood, the one with the intense eyes in the background, that was very intentionally made in dark, very dark and white, only dark and white colors with a little bit of gray, and with much rougher grain. This next one she's working on now is much more intricate, much more detailed, and with colors and everything, but it's still going to have a gold focused intense vibe to it.
Yeah.
When we move to other cultures though, maybe when we do Mayan culture, or like one of the other warrior cultures that's super colorful, then she's going to do something with that. And then the Japanese, and then the ninjas and centurions and Spartan warriors, and like a lot of different things are going to be with it.
Yes, absolutely.
Demon After Only, is you in the bottom painting? No, there's a guy called Paul Reed, very cool guy. Started fighting professionally at age 35 and won his final professional match at age 50. So we try to find cool people with a cool story and like a cool, something unique.
Yes, that's true.
For real says cool. Chef pasta sign. Curious, how long did that painting took to create?
I started on 40 hours.
It's actually closer to 42 hours in total now. It's nearing completion, but it's 42 hours. And if you want to see the whole stream from the beginning, it's all documented on camera. Demons Mascheroni, I'm more the artist, Weapons live streamer. Yeah, I know, we've talked before, I remember you. I checked out your channel and stuff. Whoa, I want to buy all 3 paintings. One of them is not available, but we can produce a print. If you're serious about that, contact us in the email.
Yes.
and we can talk about it there. How long have you been painting?
I've been painting for my entire life, pretty much all more like a drawing, creating art. And then my parents put me in a part-time art school, meaning that like with after my public school I would go to there, and this is where I learned how to paint. And all the academical knowledge that I have, I got it from there. And yeah, then I had 1 or 2 years of creating very nice oil paintings, but it was on the paper. That's the kind of budget version of painting with the oil paints, like canvas, especially back in Georgia. It's quite priced. And well, at that scale with the canvas, I've been now painting. That's the first time I'm doing it, and I'm doing it here now in Vietnam. Well, it also helps the materials are very affordable, so that's great. But at the same time, yeah, it's just exploring it, and now it's a perfect time for me to create more and more art. I'm very excited about it.
Big beard, 0 wrinkles. Are you gonna give him some more wrinkles, baby, or are you done
It's
with
not
it?
a problem. I already gave him a couple scars, and it's not a problem to add some here.
You have great memory. Heart. I was actually referring to me since I remember it was. No, I remember.
Yeah, this remembers a lot of people in the chat. I do too, especially the ones I look at the name in the chat usually.
Your artwork is beautiful, exceptional. Orion says.
Thank you very much, Ryan. And, it's a matter of work too, growing, making it better. It's challenging myself, and yeah, wanting to keep making it better and better art.
Do you ever draw black Vikings?
Were there any? There were, though. There is a legend, and I think it's based on true. There was a black samurai. There was this. I think he was brought as a slave, but he was physically very strong, and then he went in the favor of some lords there, and he became a samurai of that era. And there is actually, yeah, look it up. I think you can just literally write black samurai.
Yeah,
Find
I
out
think
the
I
story.
remember seeing something about
Yeah.
that.
That
Also-
would be more cool to paint, actually, because that's actually based on something realistic.
Yeah, to just explain very quickly, she's doing like warrior cultures from all around the world, and she just started in Norse.
Well, my husband is from Norway, so it's kind of one of the cultures that I embrace.
Yeah. And then when we get to Georgian warriors, you're gonna have Georgian
Yeah.
features and like
Yeah. They're pretty
maybe
much.
the Maasai warriors or something like that would be like it just has to fit historically.
Or again, as I said, if there were known figures that were unusual, unorthodox, but they were actually real, this is also something that I might catch.
We're not gonna do any of this Netflix Disney style race swapping of characters and stuff
Yeah.
to hit a certain demographics. I think that's just silly. But for instance, like there is a real story about a black samurai. Maybe that's something that can be done, but it's also we don't diminish the Japanese culture where samurai is a very prestigious thing and all that kind of stuff.
Well, as I said, because I'm painting the stories, not only just the portrait, but more like a story in the moment, Well, that could be a cool piece where it's like a battle between Black Samurai and the classic samurai because there were some. I'm just saying, you know, it's like there are a lot of ideas to put on, but art is art because you can pretty much paint whatever you want.
Peter Edwards says, uh, uh, I believe there's a movie too about the Black Samurai.
Okay, yeah, because I remember that's quite uh, known story or something like that. So
But yeah, like to be fairly honest, at least from my perspective, it's like that's something that might be interesting to go do at some point. But when you're doing a pure series about the different cultures, it should be
more authentic, yeah,
more authentic and
historically accurate, close to be. It hasn't. It doesn't have to be. It's just the way we want it, or I want it.
yeah. Pictures portray a resilience.
Yeah, thank you very much. Well, that's one of the key vibes that I'm trying to capture.
We both like and aspire to have stoic, stoic philosophy about most things, and that's what we're trying to relay in the pictures also. They're stoic figures.
Yeah. It's true.
I am the 600. I'm high, and your art just made me hella emotional.
Uh-huh.
Beauty, true beauty from same person.
Well, thank you very much. And in my opinion, if you're high, that's still time to look at the art. So listen to some music. It can give you very positive experiences, actually.
She looks like Alan Walker, little girl.
Do I?
I don't know, that was just the comment. Demons Mascheroni asks, are you pagan? Just wondering.
I'm not anything specific. Well, I'm coming from Orthodox Christian country, definitely not pursuing Christianity in that sense, except some good core values for whatever is good from there. But we gotta remember, Abrahamic religions and Christianity, including, absorbed a lot of paganism, and if we look at the roots of a lot of satanic entities in the Christianity, that is literally a pagan gods and pagan entities turned into something like demonized, antagonized pretty much. And if you look at the religions and their course of evolution throughout the history, it becomes a little bit clean of the political intentions and cultural influence spreading and goals, what was behind those religions. So to me, paganism in some sense might be even more pure and closer to the laws of nature rather than Abrahamic religions. And I think they try to erase it. And in a lot of places I see that is coming back. People tend to go and get back closer to the nature. People choose to live in the more natural areas. And some of them, it's not like converting into paganism. Paganism was more like ritualistic and it's like a cultural way of living. And I think I might have some rituals that comes from there, is related to it, despite not being full on pagan. I have the necklace. It's the scanned specifically from Nordic culture. It is Vegvisir compass and old Futag's 24 runes. And Chris has also the one. And it's just very interesting symbolism.
You're truly gifted with that brush. I love art. What's the drive behind your process? Good question.
Thank you very much. First of all, I appreciate that, and the second of all, the drive is the greatness, the excellence, creating something that is just beyond, that is the extension of my being, I would say. I believe people are born to contribute and create things, and when you have a talent, or when you're specifically good at something, you just should not neglect it. If it makes feel someone certain way and brings up certain emotions in other people, continues living in others through that sharing. So at this stage of my life, it's way more mature rather than just painting and being, just making commissions or anything like that, or just because I'm told to do that.
I was the high guy that asked that question, that good question, by the way. Yeah, I know. I'll let her know too. The same guy that says, I'm higher making emotional was also this one that asked that question.
Cool. Exactly. One of the intentions is to make you feel and make others feel something. So one great thing about art is the art leaves, they're gonna pass you, unless it's damaged or destroyed intentionally, when you're not in this world anymore, it will still be here. When I look at the other people's art, some old art whose authors are long dead, you just feel something. You just question, like, who was that person? And if you can't find out who was that person, you really can get to know them a little bit through their art. It's a legacy mark. It can be. How do you like Raven popping right now, Ray? So
Looking great, but
a little bit from the back a little bit. It's definitely more bluish now, yeah, that's true. Is that exact now? And one thing I want to try to do now is
I did good live stream today. It was fun. Rope dot katana cutting and more in the wind. Fun and engaging. Glad you had fun.
Yep. That's really cool.
I am D600. That's how I felt when I see the art you're making. It made me question what's on the inside that brings out the beautiful art.
I appreciate hearing that. It's actually very, 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 very meaningful.
Robert Blanc says, this impressive, multi-talented woman should be famous and a role model for young girls, not the abused, sad influencers pushed on them.
Well, I really appreciate you saying that. That's really. I mean, I'm trying to be. I'm an adult woman, right? So there are already younger kids that are even in the gym. There's one or two girls who I worked a little bit with, and every time they greet me, they look at me like something, and that's normal, right? Kids look up to someone who is bigger than them. And this is where it gets that, yeah, you want to be the best role model for them and encourage them in the most truthful way rather than just damage them and impose your insecurities. For that, it's just about working on. I like this little tint. So I used, sorry for a little turn around. I used the dissolving liquid with a slight paint, like tint, and I put on it, and then I just, because it's already dried up layers, I took it off, and it created a very nice blue tint, because now this raven is blue, and I don't want it to pop only in that way that it's just like only blue thing here. So what I'm gonna do more of it pretty much like everywhere here. Just take it off, brush it off after. Let's try it again. Dry napkin. Well, in this sink, you see, I'm not afraid of so-called ruining it because I'm working safely. But also, no, I tried it in a safe area and I didn't ruin it. And all of a sudden, yes, that really looks nice. It's just a little thing here, but it really gives this nice effect that I want to.
Yeah, we've been very conscious about that right from the start. It's like, there's no OnlyFans, there's no crypto schemes, there's no,
That's what we're here for.
there's no sponsors that we don't believe in. We have been in contact about some stuff. But yeah, I'm not really interested in that kind of stuff. And they also did some rope machete. Rope machete sounds interesting. It's funny to think that berserkers were high on shrooms while in battle.
Yep.
But is that real or Hollywood mushroom stuff?
Well, I watched it in some documentary before too, so I
know this for a fact. They were drinking, mjöd, honey bear, and they were consuming what's in Norway called fleinsopp, which is one of the mushrooms in Norway that contains psilocybin, the active component, and then the third mushroom they took was Askeria muscaris. I'm maybe mispronouncing that completely, but it's that one very poisonous fly mushroom that if you eat it in a small amount, it works kind of like a stimulant, like it's amphetamine or something like that.
No, that's pretty, and that's not the only culture. Psychedelics were used. One of the reasons we probably developed into what we are is due to the psychedelics and their use for different purposes and throughout history. Human beings were experimenting with a lot of it. And definitely one of the things was the battlefield.
And it's definitely like the alcohol had a huge effect on that also too. I mean, alcohol is
It's combined this two, yeah.
yeah. Gamorjoba, someone says.
Kamajoba, Robert, how are you? I said.
When you're high on adrenaline, you don't feel pain. At least it was like true in my case back in the day. Yeah, that's also very true. It's a combination of all these things, but one of the things that the Berserkers did was actually get them quite drunk and quite high, but not in this, just enough to get them completely disinhibited. And they would also dress up in like things like bear skins and that kind of stuff. And while they were in this hallucinogenic speedy state with the two different type of mushrooms and the alcohol, they would fantasize they were actually the bear or the werewolves or whatever. So, it's a cool little backstory to it.
Well, it completely makes sense to me. That also what would make them that scary to everyone else.
I'm just gonna use Google for that. And the I'm gonna put the mushroom that Amanita muscaria, commonly known as fly agaric. That's the other mushroom they were taking.
Yep.
And they will also they will take it in small amounts, because if you have too much of it, they will literally kill you. And I'm gonna put on the screen a flame swap. That's the psychedelic. Agaric. Fly agaric. Again, like I'm unapologetic about butchering names and the pronunciations and that kind of stuff. Say agaric again. Thank you. I'm saying agaric one more time. Almost like you should give that raven a third eye.
Mm-hmm.
both have cool accents. I'm from New Zealand. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Ryan says, thanks for the chill channel and the art share. Beautiful love. All respect, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for joining us. I'll be honest, like, there was a little period there where we were trying to sell a little bit more and pitch a little bit more and be a little more aggressive about it, and like, we both just realized, like, nah, it's not really what we want to do.
Yeah, that's true. It's all part of exploring how the things work, but at the same time, at the end of the day, I think that the real stuff works. Just be yourself and do your
Luckily,
thing.
we are in a position where we have relatively low costs and we don't have to be hugely successful straight away, and I think you can actually be more long-term successful if you respect your audience more and you don't do a lot of bullshit and the beautiful comment we got earlier from, I apologize, let me get it up here, from Robert Blank. I'm quoting, this impressive, multi-talented woman should be famous and a role model for young girls, not the abused, sad influencers pushed on them. It's not exactly in those words, but that was very similar to what I was thinking of, and what we were both thinking, trying to create something that's valuable and entertaining, but at the same time has a certain standard.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's definitely what it is all about.
Or maybe in 6 months we'll change everything and there will be 3 OnlyFans channels and all we'll do is mukbang and what else is popular these days? I don't even know.
Me no.
You know. I'm going to get my lazy ass off the couch. And I'm gonna help you guys for giving you even closer look at everything.
My hair?
Oh.
You got stuck in my hair.
Oh, sorry, baby. I didn't notice.
That's okay. Are you For a second, I thought you did it intentionally.
So, are you completely done with the eye? Or are you
No,
gonna?
not yet.
Okay.
I want to work on it, but this part I think I will leave for now, and I think it's. What do you think about Raven?
I think it looks great. What do you guys in the chat say?
Okay. Yeah, time to get back to the face again. More of the little.
Do you like to spa?
Oh, yeah, I do. I do.
I find it a little bit boring, to be honest.
Yes, I love spas.
If by spa you mean sitting on the couch at home, farting, and while she massages my feet, yes, that I love. Awesome art. Totally amazing. I'm gonna ask again, I probably asked this quite a few times. You're not gonna do like a few floating snow.
I will. That's just the last thing.
Okay, so there's still 5 more hours in this painting.
Oh, snow thing might be the fastest thing to do, that's what I'm saying. Right now I'm adding a little bit more wrinkles.
You're making me look older? Oh my god. But somebody was mentioning earlier that was too much, wasn't enough wrinkles and stuff on it, which is fair enough. It's actually true.
Well, again, it's also a little bit of godlikely figure right now, like it's said, like almost like a semi-human, semi-god. So it doesn't have to be exactly how it would be in the real life, you know what I mean?
The paintings still look good. Here, down one time, then back up. Thumbs up. Great eye for detail. Chris, we're ancient according to kids. Oh, definitely ancient. How do you know? How do you think I feel? My girlfriend is literally from the future. Yeah, she's from the future. She was born in the.
Your wife.
Yes, that's. But she, like no, but like when I started dating, it's like I was just like my girlfriend is from the future. She's from the year 2000. That's the future when I was a kid.
Yes, but
I know you agree. I know you feel the same. It's like, yeah. 25-year-olds are born in the year 2000. It's fake news. It's conspiracy theory. It's all fake. People in the chat, is the stream a little bit choppy on your end too? One of my phones now is a bit choppy, so we'll see. Yeah, but here at home, it's usually best to put on the I've just changed that Wi-Fi now. Let's double check. In a couple of minutes, it should be better. It's immediately better, but it's in the stream. It's gonna take a second. Didi, yeah,
Hi,
she's
Dee.
just so focused on her painting, so I didn't even bother to mention it to her.
all good?
I do love the art as well. Keep up the good work. It's true.
Thank you very much.
My wife is redhead pagan from the future also. Demon mushroom. So, yes, these fucking future creatures come from the future and seduce us.
Past and future.
Hmm?
Past and future, like pagan.
Yeah, but you're also the oldest person I know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Don't let the looks deceive you. more scars here.
The stream should be much better now.
There we go.
How is the weather there? Is it like Western New York with rain near daily, or usually sunny and hot humid like our summers? It really depends on the season. Now these days, it's pretty much sunny all the time, constantly. And it's going to be like that for a very long time until over the summer. End of the season, late August, September, October, that's when it's low season here, that's when it's cheapest to come here, the cheapest rent, but it's also when it's raining a lot and that kind of stuff. But it's Vietnam, so it's always warm. Like, it's not like you're gonna need heavy winter clothing or anything here.
Yeah, nothing going on.
In the rainy season, it's raining. In the hot season, it's hot. The best times for us are the ones that are like a little bit in between. So now very recently, it's been nice. Stormy at the moment here, but there's been drought. Yeah, it's comes and goes. It's droughts and raining and back and forth. And it's not ideal. So what can you do? I did it live today in the windstorm, was awesome. The rope katana,
Well, that's cool.
knife throwing with ropes and that kind of stuff. My chat was awesome, very insightful.
That's
Yes.
very good for you. It's very great.
Always fun when people interact well in the chat. Have you ever gone dancing in the rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
You dancing in the rain, really?
Yeah, when I was a kid and stuff, it was raining outside, you go dancing and go crazy and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Life is short to enjoy it. Be all you can be.
That is true.
I'm watching my kids make toys. Toys. What's a toy again? It's a juggling tool or something like that? Or maybe I'm completely off. Poise a ball on a rope, New Zealand thing, but the Vikings did it too. Oh, is that like a bolio, the one that you throw at people's feet and they wrap around kind of thing, or? In the meantime, I'm gonna give you some more close up of what she's doing. Chance Kotlask, do you continue to add on and paint over the same elaborate pieces, or are these new? Either way, very intricate. Uh, very intricate paint.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm adding some details right now, that's for sure. And maybe even reshaping some things.
But
because it's dried layers, I like to sometimes just cover up it completely.
what I'm showing you here now and what you're seeing here is what she's done in the last couple of months. And so she's always moving on, and this is getting closer to the edge, but it's now almost 43 hours into this one, so she does love her detail, but it's getting closer to the end now. Wow, that eye. No, like flow art, not weapon. Ah, okay, then then I know what you mean by a poi, yeah. You know what a poi is, baby?
Not exactly.
It's like a ball on a rope thing that you can use for flow state. Not flow state, but like when you're using it in like a state where you can get flow with your body and all that kind of stuff. High level art.
So by those adjusting things, I can actually make him open the eye more, and just it's like a those eyelashes. I really want to put them properly. And right now I'm just.
And Peter Edwards writes, and riding a bull is the last thing on my list until I find something new to create.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if you've seen what I'm 99% sure what he means by a poi, but if have you seen people that are at festivals and stuff, baby, and have those things that they circle it around their bodies?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes like glow in the dark things and or fire ones.
Oh
or,
yeah, no, I know
that's a poi.
Oh, okay, cool.
I keep talking about myself. My apologies. That's completely fine. Engage however you like in the chat. It's also. No, we learned what a poi is. I actually knew what a poi was if I really thought about it hard, but she learned something. No need to apologize. Ninja 2 is back in the house. Says, I. And he's having a dab emoji too, or whatever it's called. That emoji. And here at Nerd Geographics, we're watching the reclusive, red-haired, detail-oriented painting specialist. Let's try not to scare her too much, or she might fly away and sit in her nest and eat chocolates and sure know what to do.
It's natural habitat.
Pois are different in different cultures, different in culture. Okay, Rick Marshall, welcome back, by the way. Yeah, educate us. We were talking about last time, I think, you had a Norwegian wife, is that correct? Is It's like seeing the life and did not prepare for this. Well, right now she's working on that eyeball, and it's like he has to be high on something to have that big of an eyeball.
Yeah.
If you really just focus on the eyeball, it gets really intense. Lol, the way you put it down. Nothingness is back, I don't worry. My glass boys are Celtic matchers. In Maoris, poise are S and then the message cut off. Nothingness Williams says, doing good. Chef marks. That just keeps looking better and better. Hell yeah. Rick Marshall says, in Maoris, poise are happy times, like a show before the fight. The 1,000-yard stare is crazy. Can't forget that look.
Yeah, I'm playing a little bit with the lights in the eye too, changing it a little bit what it was, to see if the other way works better. Oops. Okay, that looks interesting. Definitely interesting. No eyelashes yet, but like now it looks more like a look on the mushroom. So you see a little. I'm gonna make it even thinner, but if you look from the distance, that's the only really like a yellowish detail.
Rick Marshall, the detail is crazy. You selling that piece? I'm assuming that's a question.
Yes.
And yes, it is being sold. The one thing I would say though, baby, is if you really want to go for 1,000-yard stare, the pupil is much smaller.
Has to be smaller.
I'm just giving you some physiological fact. It's like.
Yeah, I mean, all I remember, sometimes it gets wider, sometimes it gets smaller.
No, but like the very specific is like when you're hyper focused and you have the 1,000-yard stare, because you're so desensitized to a lot of things, so your pupil stays smaller. A widened pupil lets it more light and sees more of the surroundings and stuff, whereas a smaller pupil is actually honing in on focusing on something. And both from my experience with people that have post-traumatic stress disorder, from
Yeah.
army and all that kind of stuff, and from the wings with base jumping community and all that kind of places where extreme activities. When you had the 1,000-year stare, you always had a smaller pupil.
Yeah, no, I understand. It's just right now, and I tried smaller people before. I just didn't like how it looked in this specific painting. So
I'm just saying, I'm just telling you it looks great. I'm just also giving you some like actual real world
yeah,
feedback on how
I
that works.
appreciate it. Yes.
Exactly what it looks like from afar. You mean the 1,000 yards there? Yeah, like I'm not telling you exactly what to do. I'm just saying that.
No, Chris is right. He just explained physiological thing. As an artist, also the line between the thing is sometimes you wanted to put like Mother Nature is the best artist. Sometimes certain things you do exactly how it is in nature, or like in that situation. And just in this specific angle, it doesn't work out because I actually started with this pupil is a little bit bigger, not a little bit, quite bigger than
I'm
real
not telling
life.
you what to do. I'm just giving you a little bit of insight.
No, I explained to people that this pupil truly is bigger than the real human eyes, or like pupils are smaller. However, again, when they tried smaller, it kind of did not lay on properly. I don't know, maybe it's just the composition of the painting. Just sometimes you adjust and exaggerate some features because it's just creates that effect of the art piece itself.
Yeah, and people are saying, oh, amazing insight, sir. She's right though, that's big, like the pupil, and but her view should be how it should be. I'm not trying to directly influence, but this is based on my culture and from my sports and that kind of stuff. I'm just telling her, like, if you want to be hyper realistic about it, you would have a slightly smaller pupil.
Well, exactly, it's not hyper realistic, that's the point.
Yeah,
So.
and I was just mentioning it in the context of something she can think about, but that doesn't mean she has to do it.
Yeah, not in this piece, but generally, yes, I've done. Like, for example, okay, look at this one. Those are small pupils, like this painting. You don't see it right now, but here we go. The Valkyrie First Blood. The reason of its effect is because exactly small pupils, so obviously it creates different effect. Yeah, this is more just, well, getting some proper eyelashes now, and we'll see how that goes. As I said, sometimes it's just about to basically look the art exactly the way, and it goes opposite of realism.
And yeah, and for sure, it is short artwork. I'm just giving some little bit of insights, and I'm also just pinning now a comment where if you are actually interested in buying the original pieces, like I mean some of them are gone already, but anything you see in frame that you might like, or you would like your own custom painting, contact us on that email that's in the pinned comment now, diana.redheaddiaries at gmail.com, and we will try to do our best. There's the next one we're doing is from a commission from one of our watchers. Peter, I think is already, at least he was in the chat up until very recently. Her next piece is going to be a little different from what she's doing now. Yes, her next piece is going to be Peter Edwards, and it's an animal, and it's a beautiful
landscape and colors, very, very interesting piece.
So yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see a completely different side of it, because now it's been very dark and very stoic and like serious and dark and more darks. Are you turning into an emo baby? No, not really, but
So many Derek's.
But it is going to be interesting to see when she gets a completely much more colorful, much more fun piece in a lot of ways. So that's coming next. The picture behind her, that is reserved, but the guy had some personal stuff that no point, I'm not gonna bring up in the live. But we're giving him a little bit more time on it, and I will let you know if that one is available. But any inquiries around that, just use the email, so we don't spend all chat talking about that specifically. But Valkyrie, the first blood one, technically is still available now. We just have to honor one arrangement with someone who wanted to come view it. Overpowered talent ASF. If she drew this all by herself. Hector Gonzalez, everything she's done in art, or the last 4 art pieces, has been documented from start to finish. All are live streamed, and you can just see, this is now 43 hours, I think, into this one, and everything has been live streamed. So if you want to check, it's not a problem. It's very easy to confirm. It's actually her piece. Alberto Caballero, nice art. Isani, it's Alberto has been back. He's been here in a lot of chats. Welcome back. Sweet as what you look like on the pictures painting, but your wife. Sweet as what you look like pictures she's painting, but your wife is very talented. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
She's painting based on you. Yes, it is based on me. It's my nose, it's my chin, it's my eye, it's my... I don't have that much makeup on, and my beard is slightly shorter these days, but I'm the reference for a small part of the face part at least. The other one has a war stare. I'll totally go for a submission to get a quick tap out. It's referring to your Valkyrie picture.
Thank you.
Show us, lol. I don't even have my helmet here, but okay.
You wanna?
Okay, create it so that this is prop. Is this the right angle compared
Well,
to...
you need to sit down a little bit. Okay. Okay, go move a little bit backwards. Open your eyes a little bit, like look at the far. Yeah, a little bit. I think I missed a little bit on eyebrows, but again, it's just a reference of you.
Okay, enough of this.
Yeah.
Enough fame for me.
He doesn't like to be on the camera too much.
Everybody's laughing. Lol, GG, lol, Chris. Ashkai Patel, welcome back. W, bro, don't be jealous. Show us, lol. Yeah, well, I just showed you now. I didn't have all my makeup or trimmed my beard or anything. Yeah, she does painting live over time. And it proves she's an incredible artist. You need to cosplay this, bro. look like my brother-in-law. It's, well, I mean, one year I was it Zeus?
Kind of Zeus tour or something.
I had on a blonde wig and the girls actually went kind of crazy for the blonde wig. Everyone thought I had long blonde hair. You even liked it a bit too.
Not a bit. I told you to go to Turkey and maybe do, I think, the hair transplant.
It's never going to happen.
Yeah, they said over my dead body.
Although I don't hate on people that get hair transplants. It's just not something I would ever even consider doing. As soon as I started to lose a little bit of hair, I was like, okay, shave it all off. Like, just, no.
I think you've been shaving your hair even before that.
Oh yeah, no, I always had a short haircut anyway, but like when I started losing it, so it's visible, I was like, oh, why don't I just shave the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Redhead looks like you, brother. Lol jokes. Yeah, man, we're pretty chill about that kind of stuff. Bro, you look like actor Andrew Howard. I'm guessing he's bald.
What about stoned called Steve Austin?
Yeah, well, I get the usual ones. He kind of looks like what's his face, the transporter and all that kind of stuff. No, not Stone Cold Bull. He looks better than Stone Cold.
Thank you.
So I also get lots of so what is it? Jason Statham. I get a lot.
Yeah, well, like you definitely don't look like
Johnny Sins. When I'm more ripped in the Philippines.
this. No, you're just more handsome than Jason Statham. Like, I mean, Jason Statham has more like a. Well, someone said you look like Matt Damon in one of the movies where he had his head shaved off.
Yeah, well, that's what my point being is like I don't necessarily look like we're all fucking bald. That's the one big thing we all have in common. But yeah, it's what. No, not Jason. Jason looks better.
Yeah, Timmy Chris wins.
Yeah, like I can't really complain. I have the best chick. I have the best life. I'm chilling close to the beach. My point being is like when you're bald, when you're a big guy with a big shaved head, there's a handful of celebrities you get compared to, yeah. Give me a minute. I'll find you the actor you most look like.
Is it the contest? Yeah.
She looks like Mr. Beast's mother, Sue on God. What?
We gotta check. I'm curious. We all know who is Mr. Beast. Okay. Specific piece. light hairs as well. It's a little bit tricky to capture those eyelashes properly. Speaking of the challenge, sometimes people ask me what's like. This is sometimes kind of challenges that I get into, but it's not the nothing that stops me. It's just about sometimes I stick to it for longer and just take some of my time a little bit sometimes.
I work with Jimmy, bro. Lol, I can't unsee it. The Diana looks like Mr. Eats mom. She must be like 50. Diana's like 25. So.
No, but I'm wondering if maybe features. Like, can you look up?
Yeah,
Mr.
no, I
Beast
tried
one?
to look. There's Mr. Bean's mom gave me nothing. Like no photo of anything. You look like Corey Stoll. Hold on, let's see, it's Corey Stoll. Yeah, again, he's around 40, 50-year-old white dude with no hair. That's, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Can you show me? Eyes look like yours. Like nose and mouth are a little bit different, but the eyes definitely is quite similar.
Brave soldier value $1,700 to $2,300. Correct? Exclamation mark, question mark. If you're asking about the price of the pictures he's painting now, that's a bit below what that kind of artwork would be asking for. An artwork like this, that's plus 40 hours in the creation, all live streamed, all documented exactly how long it took with this kind of detail. We're talking north of $5,000 for something like this. Okay, it's not a new one. Rupert Friend from Hitman Agent 47. Well, I have done the Hitman on Halloween a couple of times where I just have on a suit and a red tie and a cold strip in the back of my head. But I'm not sure if, is that one of them? Let's see here. What is it? Rupert Friend. Let's see. Yeah, I can see it a little bit too. He's similar age to me and that kind of stuff. But it, like I said, it's all bald heads. All look the same. You're having quite laggy connection. There's no connection issue here. Anyone else in the chat, let me know if there's a laggy connection. FYI, that was a cool movie. Yeah, a little lag.
Okay, let me try to disconnect from the Wi-Fi again, okay?
Mobile that usually messes it up, but now it fell out completely, I think.
No, it's just me. Okay, reconnected.
I don't see lag. Oh, I see. Baby, question to you. Sis, do you get jealous when girls stare at your handsome husband's house?
No, really. Because I appreciate it. I see that when others appreciate his beauty, and handsomeness, and awesomeness, I'm all for it. And I'm quite confident in both of us and our relationship, and I think it goes the other way too. Don't you think, babe?
Yeah, I mean, she's now a public facing figure, and we are in a lot of situations where we both get a lot of attention and a lot of, like, when we go out, host the karaoke nights and that kind of stuff, there's tons of people trying to get in touch with us there. I sometimes join her and stuff, so it's like, we're so secure in each other that we don't really need to worry about it. But it's definitely something you have to be aware of and think about and have a conversation about.
It's not, yeah, it's not the thing of, oh baby, she or he just a friend, not like that kind of talks, but it's more about how much we value each other and our relationship and what we're creating here, and that we're intending to die together, or one of us dies before, but like stay together until the end. And you know, anything like distraction or just attention, we're completely healthy when it comes to others having genuine like sympathy or like admiring us, like absolutely not. Usually people are also decent, like when you tell them that both of us directly say that, yeah, I'm married, and I say that always, that I appreciate it, but I'm married. And most of the guys are like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem. But there were a couple situations, like, yeah, there was one very creepy dude, and Chris had to literally stand up. And I think he was just not right in his head. But again, pretty much people are also, as long as you state that you're in a relationship.
Well, women are much sneakier. Like, guys will sometimes come up to Diana and try to talk to Diana, even though I'm right there. But then I can just show them that this is a no-go. Whereas girls will just slip their phone number into my pocket and those kind of, like, that's how girls do it. You're way
Yeah,
sneakier.
and Chris being very honest about it, but also we're, okay, I'm not gonna get into our details, but we're a team player in some things, and we're completely adequate when it comes to the things. So if sometimes you would, maybe not all the time, but you're like, oh, that girl like asked my number, and I was like, oh, but you're like handsome, like that, that's cool. But then sometimes I'm look at that chick then, and I was like, it's my man. Like, I know what, because a lot of women, they don't want just a hookup. They actually potentially look at the guy, and they're like already picture about the kids and stuff. It's just the truth that is not that much spoken. So when they really target that one guy, they actually
Just
hope
very
it's
quick.
something.
Very quickly, Demons Mascheroni said, bye, till next time.
Oh, till next time. Okay, have a good one.
Yeah, no, he's just very active in the chat, so.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. No, I like to greet and say goodbye our friends here.
Andrew Howard was brilliant in that Unlimited movie. Cool.
Yeah, that's
Thank
awesome.
you. Lucifer 7, hello again, fellow artists. Welcome back.
Hello,
Lucifer.
hello. Okay, I'm gonna actually look if that's something I wanna ruin the reference.
Peter Edwards, this is like, you can't see awesome, but you can feel it, and I feel it. You two are definitely awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, as I said, healthy attitude. Oh, where I come from in Georgia, Georgian men, there's a culture of jealousy. So in this case, it's a lot of, oh, don't wear this, don't wear that. Not in the sense of, oh, honey, maybe like, that's just, not in that sense, but more like completely being jealous off the ground and just suffocating jealous, you know? And there is not a case and women tend to be too, and sometimes in Georgian couples, I suppose, men and women are super jealous, and they make each other they're jealous, and they have huge fights over that, whether we are very adequate on a lot of things, and then we're also confident in each other, have open communication about things, and we're a little bit proud of each other too.
Lucifer says, there will always be yin and yang to any situation. In this case, respectful and disrespectful people, common, genuine, and non-genuine people. Yeah, it's okay. Like not to talk too much about John, what we're trying to do and that kind of stuff, but like we probably have much lower numbers than we could have had because we're very actively deleting everyone that says negative things, either to us or to our audience, or just in general, because there is something to be said about having a mental diet of what you allow into your system, into your mind, into your consciousness. Mm-hmm. That also goes what you say to yourself. Self-deprecating humor can be funny, but it's also negative, because you're talking yourself into a negative state.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Ninja 2, your last message, I'm not sure I understand the context here. You're referring to your last comment. You sound like her too, just before she was a millionaire, while it was different. I would always get her voice, but she's more happy now. Just crazy. I'll show Sue about you guys. So you're referring to Mr. Beat's mom that reminds you so much of Diana. Mm-hmm. Well, that's very sweet and interesting. Yeah, please, if you know her, let her know. Like, we're spread the message. We're just about having positive interactions with people. So yeah. I pity the guy who ever tried to act smart with you, because you will punch him, sis, for sure. But they will try because you're a looker. Yeah, I mean, luckily violence is almost never necessary. Or also a little bit smart about it. Like she wears certain clothes with me when she goes out.
And that's my personal choice too. It's not like Chris is forcing me. Obviously, he's always been telling me the reason, but I don't feel comfortable wearing like a super skinny tight dress without him. Even with you, sometimes with you, I'm like, you know what I mean? You don't want to. It's cool to show your body, and I don't like oversized clothes. I'm not hiding my body. But there is difference when you have like a tight leggings that shows good body and like a t-shirt, and when you have like a very hot little red dress or something, or like a black dress. You know what I mean? And you've seen me in some of the dresses on karaoke, and this is when I wear those when Chris is with me, because we go out together, we dress up, we both look great, and it just feels great. You know, it feels safe too, because I don't like unnecessary attention. And yeah, truth is, clothes, dress code there is a reason why there is dress code and why there are certain clothes gives a certain vibe. I'm not saying that means that women who wear skinny dress, you can let yourself do anything with them. That's not how it works, of course. But on the primitive level, whatever you wear, both men and women in different settings, and not only sexually, but just if you want to be taken seriously, you don't go with the hippie dressing to a corporate job interview, right? You go in a decent suit. There are even certain details. I actually like closing psychology tricks because there are certain details that can give you a better outcome. Whether there's some studies show, for example, the worst outcome on the interviews is when people wear at the office jobs is when they wear orange clothes, for example, like orange T-shirt or elements of it. It's just somehow psychologically is not associated with that work environment. And yeah, rather than fight it and ask everyone else to like just the whole world adapts to your tastes, maybe just start using a little bit of those psychology tricks and just have a better outcome on things, right? Actually laid out quite well. So what runes do we have here? This is Ansus. Turisas, I think. The Turisas, Ansus. Don't remember this one. This is Aligis. This is Tyr. Manaz. So it's like all those runes. So this is Thor's rune, Thor's protection. Odin's power. Alzus is Odin. Swift change. Like this one, I don't remember the name. I gotta look it up. Algis is like, oh no, sorry, that's not Algis. I forgot this one too. But this is like a protection rune, very famous for like pretty much protective rune. This is Tyr, god of, Tyr is the god of battle and war. So it's basically the arrow is the symbol. And Manaz is men, but it's also expansion. So it's those are like the battle runes pretty much. And I have it very mildly right now. I'm gonna add a little bit the fact that it's engraved, like scratched on the armor, but those are like, they're supposed to be that way. It's not the ornament. And here I'll do a little, so it's like it repeats itself. Manas. Like this. Okay, this looks interesting. Well, let me know. If you like it. Is there anyone in chat talking?
Yeah, I'm just trying to answer one question here. One, one person quick. Mindy was asking, hi Chris, how are you?
Hey, salve India. I'm India.
Mama, can I ask you something?
Who? What? My mom?
Adrian Mondrelach, whatever. Mama, Diana, we need to talk. I don't know what that means.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh damn, I have to go responsibilities. Fun responsibilities, but responsibilities. nonetheless.
That's cool.
Well, take care, Peter. Hope to see you soon again.
Yeah, take care.
We're very, 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 very happy to have you here on the stream, and we're very close to starting your piece now soon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just answered it. It's like Ashkai asked about the geopolitical situation, events, and that kind of stuff, and I just wrote, we decided not to comment on ultra complex geopolitical situations and events as this space gets polluted with negativity very quickly then. And then someone asked me right after that, maybe you didn't see that,
I
"Well,
didn't
do you
look.
think politicians are destroying Europe?" My personal opinion is that politicians almost over the entire world is destroying their countries. The stupidity of politicians and the democratic process we set in place is just not working for normal people, and they're trying to centralize everything and do everything on big scale, and that doesn't work.
Yes.
I'm not gonna point in any specific direction. I just think we've done very stupid things by making everything about global this and global that. I think you should think locally and act locally.
That's a good point. We're talking about people.
Zachary said, I saw this painting a few days ago and it looks so good. So impressed.
Thank you very much, Zachary.
Painting is like playing chess. How much concentration is required? That's why I try to help out in the chat and keep you guys entertained and answer your questions as much as I can. It's coming along wonderfully, Zachary says.
Thank you very much, Zachary.
I stopped drawing for a few years. Channels like this help me get back into that inspiration.
That's great. And well, I wasn't painting for many years myself. Drawing a little bit here and there, but not painting. I never painted at this scale, but here I am. This is third painting I'm making live, so it's never late to start. It's actually when you reach certain level of maturity, maybe you're destined to create the best art that you've ever done. I definitely encourage you to.
Yeah, but like just a few years ago, you wouldn't have been in a financial situation to do this. You wouldn't have had the technical know-how. You wouldn't have had the money and the relationships and everything in order. So things come naturally when they come.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you should just sit around waiting for things to happen. We made a lot of things happen before this became possible.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not trying to say that, oh, it's just wait for perfect light to fall into your lap, but also try to construct a situation where you do end up in very positive, very strong situations that you do something you actually enjoy, and then all of a sudden painting for 5 hours in a day is not work at all, it's fun.
Yeah. Is that why you're opening the camera?
Just taking out the wax. Sounds like a big thank you in my book, no regrets.
Thanks.
Europe doesn't get worse though, haha. Ah, I chuckle. Yeah, it's huge parts of Europe are falling apart from the inside now because of extremely stupid policies that have left Europe extremely vulnerable to like the positive things in society turned into negative things like altruism and all that kind of stuff.
The phone is dying.
You're barring Poland and Hungary, it's already gone. I don't think it's that far gone, VJ, but I agree with you that things have to happen very quickly, and I think they will. No way you painted that. That's insane. It's good.
Thank you. Yes, I did paint that.
There are every single step of every painting that's in the screen right now is documented on live.
Basically, live stream, yeah, are saved. So.
Banvaji. Hi Diana, what's up Chris?
Hello, hello. How are you doing?
How are you doing? Welcome back.
Oh, we're doing well. We're doing quite alright. Here we go.
Okay, now I think it's... Let me look at your phone on the stream.
So can you put it on charge?
Banvaji says, I'm doing great. Good to hear about it. Just giving you a quick time update and a stretching reminder. You need to stretch, and it's now almost 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Just gonna show you a little bit of runes, so it's like a scratched up.
Diana,
Yep.
didn't you just fix this?
Oh, yeah, no, I did, but I don't think he responded yet, but it doesn't matter because I don't have anything on this card right now. So it's...
No, you just paid it now.
Oh, shit. Okay, I'll figure it out later.
Lakshmikant Wellness, welcome back. These paintings are great.
Thank you very much. Working on it.
Finally, March is over.
Hmm.
We're trying. When is your boxing debut?
Not scheduled yet, but definitely this year. In a preparing mode still.
For this piece, why did you decide to add the bird, or other? Why did you not? Why is it not on the other pieces?
Well, this is pretty much the. This is Raven, Odin's Raven, and that's the point of it. So it's like the Berserker, the Raven is on his shoulder, that's the Odin's blessing, and that's the composition of the painting pretty much. So yeah. That's how we're going now. Do you have your microphone?
Nope.
No.
It's in the bathroom. How is the weather, bro? The weather is very, very nice. It's beautifully sunny outside. Double checking others. You can't see a single cloud in the sky. Okay, explain to us, people without autism, what are you doing?
I'm creating a little bit of background. I mean, it's very narrow, but just a little sense of nature and trees and stuff. And it's like, we'll see. I'm improvising a little bit here, so I'll see myself how it works.
You're using the umbrella brush?
Yes.
You love the umbrella brush, huh?
Yes.
You and the umbrella brush have a
Like
secret
Bob
relationship.
Ross loved it too.
Yeah. You and Bob Ross and the umbrella brush and the threesome. And the Campbell. For me, it's hot today and a chilly morning. Yeah, here it's hot pretty much all the time.
Alright, which I'm getting out.
Ninja says, I'm getting things ready for the bee skin thing. I'm welding a car to something. I'm still recovering. Ah, interesting. Might just chill in H quarters. HQ, you mean Beast's HQ. Heather is back. Hello, I'm back. How's it going?
Thank you, and yeah, glad to have you back, Heather.
Artists are creators like God. That's what it says. You're at least in touch with something divine when you're creating art. Especially when you're in a high flow state and nothing else exists. So, a very pleasurable, very strong state to be in. I wanna see the goats in the Grand Canyon.
What was that?
Envy. We were just talking about it today with the guy who paid us for the commission on that specific painting, Envy. That is coming next. He's gonna finish this one, and then you're gonna see a goat in the Grand Canyon.
Maybe it could be a great country at least. Do it again?
Why? Because I want to see a goat in the Grand Canyon.
It's hilarious.
It's coming soon, it's coming soon. Enjoy my face for some, until then. With a cool helmet and a raven, and I am looking pretty cool, if I may say so myself. We're up to something with that one, huh? Vivi, are you up to something?
On this
Or
one?
Sneak.
I don't know.
Now she's just obsessing about the background, the final details and stuff. So it's getting close to
Just
finish.
test and just improvising, see how those.
Gotta put a hidden detail dedicated to me in the goat painting.
Was
In-
Peter?
No, Envy says, Peter had to go. He had some responsibilities. He said nice responsibilities, but still responsibilities, so he said, bye. I'm sure we can sneak something in very discreet.
Speak for yourself.
Let's ask the chat. Gave me an idea of making a second piece to this. Gotta be 1.2K for both pieces. 1.2K for both pieces of this kind of scale and time work and all that kind of stuff doesn't make any sense. So let's do the math on it very quickly. If she's putting now 50 hours into this painting, if she sells it for $1,200, that's a little over $20 an hour for years of dedicated skill and training and stuff. And she's not, like, maybe that would be acceptable if every piece got sold immediately straight away, but that's not how an artist works. And just have to be honest, like, the pricing has to be higher for this to be viable as a business and as a work and all that kind of stuff. You wrote, I don't know about prices. Yeah, like something like this is if it takes less time, then it can go for closer to 2,000-3,000. This amount of hours has to go for 5,000 to 6,000 starting at auction at the very minimum. Whereas it doesn't make sense financially long term to keep doing it. And like, we have some flexibility there, but in the end you all have to come back to, okay, this actually has to become a living if we're going to do it every day. So 1.2K a piece? No, because like I said, then we're coming down to close to $20 an hour for an art piece, plus the cost of the studio and the paint and the hours into it and the whole 9 yards. So art piece like this would be, like I said, 5,000 as a minimum when it takes this long. The Valkyrie is like 3,000. That took less time, but it's unique original art pieces. So that's common standard pricing. And we also think that because your boxing career is is doing in parallel, and she's watching, growing a YouTube channel. The kind of prices that we get prints and artwork for now is actually very cheap, and you can make very good money with art in the future. I hope that explains it a little bit. Alfredo's getting like 20, but doesn't pay for items, so yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it's also like I said, if it was consignment pieces where you're guaranteed to get paid for everyone straight away, then the prices might be a little bit different. But for the original handwork at this level, uh, craftsmanship, skills, and time, you have to charge a little bit of a premium, or else it doesn't make sense long term. Diana, please draw a dog. Lakshmi comes wellness again. The reason why I'm mentioning it now is like there is the next piece she's going to do is a consignment piece. It's going to be a goat in the Grand Canyon. As for a dog will come, but it's coming when we're doing the Roman Centurion warrior. A Roman Centurion very often, or at least some of the legions had great big dogs, so that's when she's going to do a dog piece. Guess I'm going to the Grand Canyon. Okay, from the outsider's perspective now,
Yes?
aren't you blurring the lines between the helmet and the background and the kind of stuff with that deep white?
I'm looking, I'm trying to do some things, but I can always come back where it was in the worst case, so. I wanted to do like a winter storm effect, but to avoid it getting too white, we can add up some colors to it too.
Yeah, I just feel like now it's getting a very blurry edge, and it's kind of, you see it on camera too.
Yes, it's not
Yeah,
like.
Don't stop, don't get defensive. I'm just mentioning. And then you can say, yes, thank you. Ninja 2 says, yeah, I can feel the environment.
I actually like how it gets. It just needs to be a little bit more work. But right now we're blurring out those dots is basically snow on the background. Like it snows right in, and I'm not blending it fully, so it stays as a dots, but at the same time creating like a light up effect. When there's gonna be more snow on the things and skin and the eyelashes, like the dots of the snow frozen, it's gonna create a better contrast. But at the same time, I'll add a little bit here as well, so it doesn't the edge doesn't disappear completely, anything like that. What time is it, baby?
3:25.
I need to make sure that I'm this spot at 5. So let's start not wrapping up right now straight away, but
keep going, or?
Well, a little bit of the snow thing that I'm trying to do. So this is how the snow contrasts with the thing. Light it up quite a lot, but that's kind of the effect I wanted to have. And I'm probably gonna shadow down this a little bit, but after it dries.
And then,
On the face to here, like snow pretty much everywhere, like a little bit of dots of the snow
okay,
and stuff.
very cool.
So right now on the beard, the most frozen part is the beard, right? So we just do, especially on the front part is the most.
Do you want a coconut?
Yes, please, if you can.
Gigantic apple.
Yes, if you can do that for me.
Sweet.
Thank you. I forgot about live stream completely. Any activity in the chat?
Turning into 50 an hour, the way you're explaining it. I'm getting ready right now. I'll start at 6 a.m. I've got an hour 30. We've seen that. What have you seen in the video? What do you mean? This is now a completely different layer than the structure of the beard from before. Now she's actually adding snow to it, but she wants to lay an entire layer on top or underneath first, so that all the details show through. This is how you get this incredibly intricate details. Whatever you're starting, Ninja 2, we wish you good luck. Let us know exactly what you're starting. She was lost in the painting. As someone who used to paint, I understood what was going on. Very nostalgic.
Thank you very much. And yeah, that's, if you ever been in this feeling, like, you know how it.
Well, it's flow state. Yeah. You get flow state when you're running intensely, skydiving, base jumping, all those kind of things. It's a very pleasurable state of being. There's no past, there's no future.
Yeah, you just are.
You just are. Which is essentially what all meditation practice is also trying to focus you to be. If you could just be with your breath or in the moment, you've made a huge step forward. Thanks. I'll let you know what I'm doing as soon as you may have seen. He had to be stuck on an island, but not really, obviously. photography, cinematographic, wait, cinematographic, okay, help here,
Yeah, so I'm gonna make it even worse.
cinematographic, wait, okay, that's as close as I'm gonna get. No one is getting any more. Do you want some Himalayan salt for your coconut?
No, thank
No.
you. No Himalayan sauce for my coconuts, please.
Okay. Rahul Kumar Unplugged says, I'll pay 1,000 USD for this painting. Deal? I can tell you right away that this is not going to be sold for $1,000. At auction, this would start around $5,000 to $6,000. There's more than 43 hours of painstaking work gone into this. You can check it live as much as you to see the entire process. And 1,000 is well below average, Stephen Wall says. We really appreciate the offers. I have it in the pinned comment, Redhead Diaries, diana.redheaddiaries@gmail.com for originals and custom consignments, commissions and that kind of stuff. We don't mean to, like $1,000, it sounds like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money, but the level of artwork and the time here.
Well, it's possible to do commission for 1,000, but smaller size. It's also
Yeah.
up to your size. This size and time and commitment and the work effect that has been done, it's at least 5,000 for this one.
The Valkyrie First Blood, we have a reservation on it, so someone is going to come and look at it. Doesn't mean that it's sold, but we have someone that's starting at 3,000. The other piece here is already gone. And again, we really appreciate offers and that kind of stuff, and like we're happy to hear the feedback that it's good, but I have to be honest, like if she now puts 50 hours into this, that means that she gets paid minimum wage essentially for painting it, which, all due respect, this is not minimum wage work. This is high level art. But contact us on the email and we can talk about the details. We're not super firm on prices. We just giving you some sort of indication of what something like this realistically is going to go on the market. Really appreciate it though.
What time is it?
It's 3:50. INVI says, so as a teenager, I just have it away, and I would mainly paint and draw horses or scenarios. I was highly into that at a time, even Pegasus, but always horses.
That's cool. I actually know the artist who's heavily into horses.
She only paints horses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you find your groove and you just stick with it. Sometimes you evolve and you do different things.
It's also series. You can create different series, but then create completely something else. I think it's cool to break it down in that because you can have to stick in the same thing. But you see how snowy it is now because I'm adding. Can you look at it?
I am looking at it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it's looking very good.
Well, I know it was a little bit of jump from the thing, but that was original what it was intended to be, and that's because I saw it that way. And for some people, sometimes when you add the white, it takes time to get used to it. To like get.
That's
used
why
to
I'm not saying anything yet. I'm just letting you do your thing. stop the MCK. Hi, Chris and Diana. The MCK says hi.
Hello. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, today we're both a little bit tired. We're just painting and chilling and doing as little as humanly possible.
I mean, we're gonna go train later, but
Yes, but not in the morning. We're just chilling. Could have made the fortunes among horse enthusiasts. Never thought about it. I had that thinking that no one would ever pay for something I did, and never even thought about it. Well, this the whole thing is like you'll never find that out until you put it out to the world, and that goes for everything. If it's your art or like your drawings or your paintings or your singing or your sense of humor or your YouTube or your like. Yeah, it really all depends. I mean, it's incredible what people can make money off of now these days. There are people that have channels completely dedicated to grading different types of weed. And then you have people that are just filming themselves making sandwiches all day, and they're actually making good money doing that. And there's so many avenues now that you can test out, and most of them are for free. So yeah, go for it, kind of. Chris, I'm curious what you look like. If you backtrack this, I made a random rare guest appearance on the show about an hour ago or so, to show that my face in profile comparing to the picture of the painting.
mm-hmm.
And then I got compared to Statham and the Hitman character and Stone Cold Steve Austin and well, there was a few others too. Chris, get dressed. I am already dressed. I'm not in my underwear today. I'm in my shorts. Damn it, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap it up soon, but yeah, pretty much the face and keep working on so.
But yeah, this was a really chilled, laid back live stream.
Raven also gonna get a definitely some snow. It's just right now I was focusing completely on the face.
Okay, so you decided at hour 40 that you're gonna put another 20 hours into it.
Well, I wish to, but I gotta really gotta start wrapping it up a little bit.
Well, what I think it feels at least needs a little bit now is just random snow a little bit all over the place, because now it just looks like he has a white beard. And it doesn't make
But
any...
yes, that's what I've been doing now, and it needs some
Yeah,
more.
that's what I mean. I was just gonna say, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying, like on the bird, for instance, needs to be something. There's something on his beard, and there's something on the bird.
Yes, that's true, of course. So I don't have time right now for it, so that means we just wrap it up now and continue in the next one. Maybe, just maybe, next one might be pretty much the last one.
Hmm?
That was a guest appearance. Okay, guys, really gotta wrap it up. I have some chores to do. My phone is charging,
Okay.
yeah, so that's good.
Ninja, BMCK, Invi, Peter Edwards, Stephen Wells, all of you guys. Very, very grateful to have you here in the chat. I saw South America there, where I'm from. Yeah, cool. We have quite a few. Two of our best friends here in Vietnam are South African actually.
Mm.
Shane and Chanel.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I was too focused on this one, and well, because it's getting close to the end now, and it's quite refreshing. Have a good day and good night, and see you in the next one.
Diana #1 BMCK says,
Ciao.
thank you all for staying with us a bit. It was a very quiet one today, but also very nice and intimate.
Intimate.
Oh, and it says, I meant your arm, your tattoo, man. Oh yeah, I do have a map of the world tattooed on my arm.
There's New Zealand. Okay, guys, have a good one. And
Take care,
see you in the
guys.
next one. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.